I want to talk about putting a message, not really putting a message, but having a message with your film or your story or your comic book, and kind of how that impacts the promotion, how you can use it in your promotion, how it affects your promotion of your product. All of this is in light of Brie Larson and her promotion, not really even promotion, just her talking about, which is all promotion, right? Miss Marvel, which I'm going to see today, so I can't even spoil it for you because I haven't seen it yet. Anyway, she, if you don't know, like I didn't know, I was just upset with not really being familiar with who she was as an actress and casting her in a big picture. Now, I was like, they got Chris Evans to play Captain America, they got Samuel Jackson to play Nick Fury, they got my man to play Iron Man, I forgot his name, golly. Anyway, they got Ed Norton to play Incredible Hulk, they got Homegirl to play Black Widow, they even got my man to play Jeremy Renner, play Black Hawkeye, Don Cheadle, you name it, Terrence Howard. I mean, they've been stacking up celebrities in Marvel films. Thor, he's a big name dude, and they've been really useful. They've been using star power real good, from Halle Berry, Jean-Luc Picard. Not Jean-Luc, why I call him Picard? That's his acting name. But Patrick, I forgot his name. But anyway, they've been using all of these big name celebrity actors to help their films, help their stories. And then they come out with the first female movie, probably since Elektra, okay? But in this new superhero dominating the theaters era, right? Because they've been so dominant that you almost had to have a whole category for superhero films, and then the next group of films. So superhero films have been that dominant, right? So now they cast this girl who I'm not familiar with, okay? Of course she's acted before, no slant to her, but I'm not familiar with her, right? Anyway, I thought that was like the biggest, oh snap, moment in the film, like the biggest drawback. I was upset. I was like, man, I didn't want to see it. She's okay. She's not even like hot, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, Black Widow looks hotter than her, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, and I'm not, saying that she has to look hot, but dang on, she do look hot in the comics, right? And they all look good. There ain't no comic female superhero that's not exaggerated body parts. So that's another issue. Anyway, I just thought, I would have casted somebody else, okay? Blake Lively, all right? How about Blake Lively? She got the nice smile. That would have worked, or one of the, the Big Eyes girls from the commercial, the whiskey commercial, homegirl that was in the spy movie, you know what I'm saying? The two spy girls. Anyway, I thought there was a whole bunch of actors or actresses that they could have gotten that I would have been more familiar with, right? Either way, it didn't happen. So one of my friends said, nah, bro, that's not the real controversy. The real controversy is what she said. And they pulled up a clip from her last summer talking about having received the role, having acted in it, and what it meant. And she went on to say it means a lot for women, almost like Marvel's Wonder Woman. And, she's not worried about what male, reviewers say of the movie because it means a lot from women. And she, this is the summer where I guess she was responding to, and she probably is a feminist. She has the right to be a feminist, right? So she was responding to a lot of the negative feedback that A Wrinkle in Time got, Ava DuVernay's movie, received. And she was saying, it's not for you white male reviewers, fall back, and she said it in a way that offended them, and they're probably very sensitive now anyway. But they can't be too sensitive because this is a female character that is white. It's not like they they made a female Iron Man movie, you know what I'm saying? No, they didn't change anything like, things have happened before with, their fury around Nick Fury and Johnny Storm, and, now this brew around Black Superman, even though there is a Black Superman in Earth 2. But this isn't one of those things. So the Comicsgate cats had to fall back. They didn't have legs until she was saying that, a certain percentage, and I don't know the exact percentage, of the reviewers are white males. And, they may not get it, you know what I'm saying? But, she wants to see what, female reviewers have to say. She wants to see what people of color have to say. And I'm down with that. I started as a movie reviewer, and for a black newspaper. And my reason why I got into movie reviews is because I would see movies that were hot, that were getting slammed and totally misunderstood by movie critics. Male were mostly, but I was like, nah, this movie is hot. And at the time I was reviewing House Party, Boys in the Hood, Hanging with the Homeboys, Death by Temptation, a whole bunch of movies, at the time. And they were not able to understand the magnitude of, say, House Party. They were not able to understand the magnitude of Boys in the Hood. So I totally get how sometimes a lack of diversity in a certain area of an industry can have a real negative impact or limited impact. Let's say that. I chose my words very carefully. But film critique is a very important part of the film industry, and comic book films are a very important part to the comic industry. We are now more than just comic books, and comic book industry is a very important part of the science fiction industry. So there's a whole lot of connecting of the dots. So I applaud what she said. I would love to hear, and especially now, with YouTube, everybody's got a video and movie review show. I mean, I would love to start one, but I try to do too many things, and it's easy, but it's not easy, so you got to stay focused. So I respect her commentary. I do think she could have worded things different, but I think they wanted to get offended anyway. I do not think it is something worthy of boycotting. So that's some crybaby stuff. You know what I'm saying? You want to boycott her because she said this movie is an important movie for young girls. You damn right it's going to be an important movie for young girls. Every one of us has a mother, and you don't value that and understand that this is, seeing them do great things. Come on now. This is, if Hidden Figures was good for women and they were real women, getting them to see themselves as heroes is important, so I don't know how feminist it is. I don't know if she's also a lesbian. I don't know if she takes a man. I don't know any of that. I just know she's a female superhero, right? And I think that is important. And she has her own movie. Now, I'm delighted because I already got tickets to hear a few people say that the movie is good. I haven't heard anybody say it's not good yet. So I'm happy. Now, last minute, I'm going to get into the bigger question. how important is the message in your movie, or the impact of your movie in the marketing of your movie. And I think it's very, 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 very important. It's not the only thing, but if you do have a message in your movie, if your movie or your story, your book, your comic book addresses a particular issue in society, run with it. Do not back away from it. I think it is golden. Now, do you want to be so narrow on the message in your movie that you spoil the movie, like people know what the ending's going to be? Or do you alienate people that are per se either tired of hearing about that certain issue, they don't want to hear about it, or they don't want to be preached to? Those are the things that you've got to be mindful of when you have a message in your movie, that you don't go overboard with your message, in the sense that you don't want to make it to me, I feel like Battlefield Earth, L. Ron Hubbard's movie with John Travolta. I think it was too much preachiness for me, and it was like an introductory to Scientology. And I totally get laying out concepts and beliefs in real life in your stories. Shoot, every one of my stories, I probably have something like that. But you kind of want to balance it. And if you go overboard in your story, be careful to not alienate people when you promote it, because you don't want it to be a a commercial, you know what I'm saying, an infomercial. People don't want that. People want to go and they'll get it, you know what I'm saying, and trust that they'll get it. And then also, if it stands something, then drive it home even more. Maybe make some of the proceeds go to that particular cause. Gold Digger Killer is definitely something that I made to have a social impact, and I don't back away from it, because I think, misogyny is crazy. I think, this rape culture is crazy, and I wanted to address it. And I was doing that before, before misogyny became a household word, before there was a term rape culture, all of that stuff. So, that's it, all right? So just think about it. Any comments, hit me up below. Let's go see Miss Marvel. Go Marvel, go superheroes, go women, all that other good stuff, all right? Peace. Read books, read comics, read my stuff, daggone it. Welcome to Boss Ladies Planet, Rashida the Zombie Killer. I got my women. I got, peace.